Yeah, the bad boys are back, and I'm not talking about Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. I'm talking about my guy, Max Coverage, and yours truly, the Ace. Haven't been on in a couple of weeks. Life has been extremely busy for both of us, but we are back here pre-game to talk New York Yankees. Back on the Yankee Weekly Talk Show. Appreciate all of you guys for popping in here. Max, how you doing, my guy? After the Yankees have been doing very well since we've been off, but, we're on a 2-game slide. Obviously, the biggest news is Juan Soto's injury, how that affects the Yankees going forward and stuff like that. But so far, the first 2 games of this weekend series versus these 2 iconic franchises, the Yankees have dropped them. What are your thoughts so far, and where are you at as far as the Soto injury?
Well, I wish we were having the show, talking about a rubber match game tonight. But unfortunately,
true.
like you said, Yankees, head back to the Bronx, and they fall flat on their face. And not against the Twins, but against these Dodgers, where we all had circled on our calendars for all season long. The heavyweight, the battle of the 2 juggernauts going head to head. And game 1 was a fun one, even though we came up short. But extra innings, 0-0 the whole way, just a pitching duel. But last night was a stab in the gut, as you would, because once the grand slam happened from Teoscar Hernandez, you knew it was over. I mean, when we were down 4-2, I was like, we have a shot. We can come back and win this game. No doubt about it. But once that grand slam happened, I knew it was done, man. I knew it was done, and a lot of people were upset. A lot of people were frustrated, which they should be. And today's a new day. We've seen already some news go on with the Yankees. They DFA Dennis Santana. One of the main reasons last night got out of hand, and he's had a terrible season for us, man. So I'm happy about that. Ron Marinaccio is back with the team, and he's out of options, so he's here to stay unless they, send him on waivers. But Soto, some good news. I think we might see him back in the lineup tomorrow. That's the news I've been hearing for now. But no Soto again tonight. So it just sucks, man, because, we wanted to see Soto, Shohei, Judge, Mookie, Freddie Freeman, everybody healthy for this series. It just sucks for him and for the fans that we didn't see him all weekend long. But luckily, it's nothing serious. And, hopefully he should be back tomorrow night. So,
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you there. MLB wanted to see this too. You know what I'm saying? Because the matchup of 2 of the hotter teams in baseball and stuff like that, it's just unfortunate, because this lineup without Soto looks and feels a lot different, like not saying we would have beat the Dodgers handily if Soto was in there, but Friday's game was very winnable. The pitching pitched well. Cody Petit came out, pitched well. The bullpen pitched well. We had our chance to win it in the 10th inning. Couldn't do it. Trent Grisham, who, in my opinion, should not be on this team that much longer, in my opinion. He needs to be the next DFA. If you can't lay down a bunt, you can't come off the bench and really pinch hit. And speaking of which, he's 5th in the lineup today. Like, the lineups real quick are Volpe, Verdugo, Judge, Stanton, Grisham in the 5-hole, Torres, LeMahieu, Cabrera, and Jose Trevino. Last night's lineup, we had a ton of holes in the lineup, and we had our chance to win it. There were two things on Friday's game: if Grisham lays down a bunt, and if Jahmai Jones knows how to run the bases. Because even when Grisham hit that fly ball to right, Jahmai Jones should have been standing on third. I remember even Hernandez, Kike Hernandez, got the ball thrown in the third. He's looking like this. He was like he should have been at third with a chance for Yankees to win the game. Yesterday's game was just a slobber knocker. We got our asses kicked by pretty much 2 players. The Hernandezes have been killing us this series.
Bro.
And that's what's frustrating. We've been shutting down Betts, Ohtani, and Freeman for the most part, but other guys are stepping up. The difference in this game and between us, their other players are performing. Ours aren't. Their 5 through 9s are killing us. Our 5 through 9s are huge holes, starting with Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo starting to become a huge problem. He's not in the game today. Don't know what's going on, but it's almost a year from the point where he got that concussion, and his ass has just been on a skid. I think I sent you those stats. I think I sent you guys those stats where his numbers have just been absolutely atrocious. Here it is: 211 in a year, 288 OBS, .592 OPS, 8 home runs, and a negative .8 WAR in a year in 365 days. Now, granted,
Yeah.
obviously the offseason, stuff like that, but a lot of us thought the concussion was the problem. He's and he's not playing well defensively either. Gleyber Torres, our whole right side of the infield is probably the worst I've seen in a long time, offensively and defensively. It has been really bad. And am I tripping over one series? No, the Dodgers are a good team. We have Luis Hill on the hill today. See, this is going to be a big test for him. See what he can do against a really good Dodgers team. Am I tripping? No, but this series has exposed a couple of holes that we do need to fix going forward. I was clamoring for Cabrera to be in the lineup today. He's in the lineup. Have DJ move over to first base, give Rizzo a day off, and we'll see if it helps.
Yeah. The last month now for Rizzo, he's hitting below 200, slugging below 300. The guy's just not hitting at all, man. DJ, good game yesterday, got a couple of hits, got on base. I think he walked as well, so got on base 3 times yesterday for LeMahieu. That's hopefully a good sign for him. But, Gleyber, once again, another costly error in the field that turned into the grand slam.
Grand slam.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's just every time, it, the whole fan base knows it. Every time Gleyber has a crucial error in a game, it bites us in the ass. And that just put the nail in the coffin yesterday. And it was funny because the camera panned to him after the grand slam. So, they were like, this all was because of the whole error that he made. Another routine ground ball he just can't glove. I mean, it's frustrating, bro. At the end of the day, the team is still in a really good spot. The Orioles are winning, though, so the Yankees need a win tonight, or they'll be only up 1.5 games in the AL East. So this is a big game for us. I know it sucks. It's watered down. I was talking to Jonathan yesterday in the stream. It waters down the whole series that the Dodgers walk in, and the Dodger fans were deep. They walked into the Yankee Stadium and kind of took over, man. So it kind of sucks, but today's a new day. We got to take care of business. And there is a lot of question marks heading into the trade deadline to see what this team is going to do. What is Cashman going to, like you said, Trent Grisham? Is he going to stay, or are we just going to cut ties with him, call up Dominguez? Or are we going to keep Rizzo the whole season? He's on a club option at the end of the year, so they can cut ties with him. There's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of question marks, man.
Yeah, definitely. And, like I said, this series has exposed a lot of things. Like, granted, we're still the best team in the AL right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this, obviously we don't have Soto. That's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because with no Soto in the lineup, with Soto in the lineup, it allows Verdugo to move down and you to move other guys down in the lineup. Like Stanton's down, Gleyber's down as well. Can't even think of it. He don't even deserve his name spelled right, said right, because that dude has been he's been pissing me off for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm absolutely okay with the Yankees letting Gleyber Torres walk if we have a viable second base option. It can't get any worse. He's not hitting. He's not playing well defensively. He seems to always make the huge mistake at the worst possible time. So it's like, I just don't get it. And, the trade deadline's right around. The trade deadline's not too far away. Will the Yankees add another infielder? I don't think they will. So. I don't think they will. I think they should, but I don't think they will because they're going to play out Rizzo. They're going to play out LeMahieu. In my opinion, Cabrera needs to play more every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been saying that for a minute. If I'm Oswaldo Cabrera, I'm getting frustrated. Who came out yesterday and pitched? But Cabrera got out to the hottest start that you could possibly ask from him. Then they cooled him down by not playing him at all that Miami series. And then all of a sudden LeMahieu's back, and now he's like barely even seeing the field. Like, why not play him in there? He can't do any. LeMahieu got a couple of hits yesterday, but he's come out slow. He's hitting on, Cabrera's having a better season than Gleyber Torres, in my opinion, but Gleyber's getting everyday play. So it's like something needs to be shaken up. But, obviously pitching is, the rotation's still good. This was the biggest loss that the Yankees have had all year, trying to avoid a sweep for the first time this year. So, the world's not on fire. It's just, we don't have Soto. It could, demoralize the team a little bit. Hopefully when he comes back and re-energize the team. And we just go from there and, add some pieces at the deadline to start for a long playoff run.
Yeah. And to your point, I mean, they're already putting Cabrera in tonight. He's playing third base. DJ's going to be playing first. And Aaron Boone already said that Rizzo could take a couple of days off potentially. So
What do you?
hopefully, hopefully
Right.
Cabrera takes this opportunity, balls out, and kind of shows Boone like, hey, you just got to play the hot hands. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And Rizzo right now, it's just not cutting it. So
Why? Why do you personally think he's like fell off a cliff? Do you think it's because of because before that concussion, dude, he was hot. He was like our best hitter before the concussion.
yeah, I have no idea, man. Maybe lack of confidence now. Just, I mean, it's just so weird. It's not even just with the bat. He's making mistakes in the field. Even he came out and said that his defense has been atrocious this season. And that's just not like what Rizzo has been his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the fall off of Anthony Rizzo. It sucks because, I love Rizzo. I loved when we acquired him, but we got to look at what's going to make this team better. And there's guys down in the minors mashing the ball right now that deserve a shot. Ben Rice is doing great in
Oh man.
AAA. He's hitting home runs. Maybe they look at Ben Rice and say, hey, call him up, see what he has on first. But I just don't know what they're going to do mid-season. So I think, the trade deadline is going to tell all. After the trade deadline, if Rizzo's still on the team, then he's probably going to finish out this season playing first base, unless he gets hurt, of course. But it's a lot of question marks, man. Like we're still in a good spot, but we got to get better. And this kind of exposed the team a little bit with Juan Soto being gone. The offense has been atrocious these last two games. So
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I agree.
let's get to the calls though. We got a couple backstage. We already got my guy Tyler. What's up, Tyler? What's up, bro?
How's it going, guys?
What's up, dude? Thanks for popping in. How you been?
I've been pretty good. And I know I've usually tried to stay positive on these call-in shows. I don't want to talk anything negative, but it's kind of hard not to at this point. But the way the offense is performing right now, it feels like a repeat of last year's offense. That's kind of what it feels like to me. When Juan Soto's not in the lineup, like last night's game, we just couldn't find a way to get the big hit. We had guys in scoring position multiple times. We had bases loaded with Volpe or Stanton up, and they couldn't get the big hit. So, like, it's got to be a next man up thing that we need more guys besides Aaron Judge to hit. Judge hits 2 homers last night, and no one else really seems to be following him. So we need other guys to step up. I don't know who those guys are. Maybe it's Verdugo. I don't really know right now, but it just feels like without Soto in the lineup, it feels like a repeat of last year's team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the guys that need to step up are Glaber,
Middle of the order.
DJ,
Yeah.
Rizzo. Those three.
Stanton.
I mean,
Don't Stanton too.
well, Stanton too. Stanton has to be there, but he's having a decent season. But the other three, those are the ones that need to step up, especially being the bottom of the lineup. Man, we got to get those guys on for Volpe, for Judge, for Verdugo. But
Yes, yesterday's game was just weird too because like Yankees this definitely reminded me of last year's team where the situational hitting wasn't there because they only out hit us by 1, but they blew us out.
that's what I'm saying.
Like we got the hits, we just couldn't get them in. So Judge had 2 hits, but then that's 8 other hits that came from other guys, but we left a small village on base, and that comes down to situational hitting, moving guys over. Dial up a hit and run. The only thing I would say, like I'm not blaming Aaron Boone, but try to manufacture a run. You know what I'm saying? Especially with no Soto. Like when Volpe gets on, steal him. Like he did manufacture hit and run at the beginning in the first inning, with Verdugo, but I would have let him steal first. And then you got a runner in scoring position for Verdugo. There are different things that you can possibly do, but the Yankees situational hitting needs to be better. It seems like when we have runners in scoring position without Soto, we're struggling this year. And, they got to hit better.
Yeah, and like when I look at the series, like it's literally one guy in the Dodgers that's beating us, Teoscar Hernandez. He's all of a sudden he wants to turn into like I don't know the next version of Shohei Ohtani or a righty version of him. But like it's him and like Kike Hernandez who are like getting all the hits. Like none of their big weapons are doing much. Mookie or Ohtani they haven't done much all series. So It's like guys that you wouldn't expect are hitting our pitching right now. So we have a chance with Luis Gil tonight. I would imagine if we find a way to win tonight, that it's going to end up being like a 3-2 game, and Luis Gil is going to have to shut them down because I really don't see us scoring that many runs tonight. And the lineup that I saw come out tonight, this seems like a punt lineup to me, and it seems like they just want to go to Kansas City and start a brand new series. So, but hopefully Luis Gil gives us a chance to win tonight.
Yeah. I just don't. My only head scratcher is Grisham in the 5-hole. Like, are you trying
that doesn't make any sense.
The only thing that I can think of is, I don't know. Maybe you want to try to balance out the lineup, because yesterday's lineup, dude, 5 through 9, you can't have a whole bunch. You can't have consecutive holes in the lineup. So maybe you're trying to cover him by putting him in that position. But like I was texting the group chat with me and Max, why don't you have Judge play center and Jahmai Jones play right field? Jahmai Jones has played the outfield. It can't be any worse than Trent Grisham's bat. He's batting. He stinks this year.
His defense is way better than Jahmai Jones. They're not going to do that. But yeah, I don't understand the 5-hole with Trent Grisham there. I don't care, man. I'd much rather see DJ or Glaber there. I just when I saw that, it's such a big head scratch, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he comes out there and hits a home run tonight, and we all sit there and say, "Oh, well,
a grand slam."
He got bailed out again. Yeah, he goes crazy tonight. Thanks for the call, Tyler.
Thanks.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You know what I would like to see? Keep Volpe in leadoff. Put LeMahieu at 2, because put LeMahieu at 2, Judge at 3, Verdugo 4, Stanton 5, Torres 6, Cabrera 7, Trevino 8, Grisham 9. Because even with, DJ LeMahieu, you're going to chance having 2 guys that can get on base, to put in front of Aaron Judge. And Verdugo can be, in my opinion, this year, Verdugo's been better protection for Aaron Judge. We saw in yesterday's ball game, they had an opportunity. Judge had a runner in at second, and they kind of like intentionally walked Judge to get to Stanton, who just struck out. Like, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of done seeing Stanton behind Judge. Because, eventually, occasionally he'll run into one, but not enough that you're taking the bat out of Judge's hands.
I'm just looking at the batting averages right here, bro. I mean, Stanton down. Trevino's hitting 261, which is good for him, having a good year.
But that's good considering where he started, though.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's good for him. But, man, like, it's not 1/300 batting average. Judge is there. Like, Judge is by far, he's having an MVP season once again.
Volpe's close too.
Volpe as well, yeah. But those two, Verdugo hitting 257, he had a good game yesterday. I like Verdugo a lot. He had a bad play in the field, though, which was shocking to see him misread that fly ball. But
he was kicking himself for that.
Oh yeah, that's what I love about Verdugo. He was really pissed off. Yep. So hold on. Let me we got another caller backstage.
You smirking? It must be somebody dope.
New York Giants for life in the house.
My guy, what up, dude?
What up, Ace? What up, Max?
What's going on? How you feeling, man? How you feeling walking into tonight's game?
Nervous, especially once I saw the lineup.
Yeah.
Just like Ace said, seeing Grisham in that 5-hole doesn't sit right with me. And if they wanted to keep a lefty there, might as well put Waldo there, who's a switch hitter anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think 5 would still be a little bit too high for Oswaldo Cabrera. Like I said, the lineup that I just gave out, I think would have been good, because I want that protection for Judge, and Stanton needs to be dropped down a little bit in the lineup because he's another black hole on the team.
Yeah, D-Rod saying Grisham is 5 to break up the 4 righties. Yeah, like New York Giants, they just put the switch hitter there instead, but it's definitely weird, man. And we're going against a very tough team, or a very tough pitcher tonight. I should say Tyler Glasnow.
But we are familiar with him, though.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So,
but he's having a good year. So let me ask you this, New York Giants for life: if you had one move to be made for the trade deadline, what would you do if you were Brian Cashman?
I'm trying to remember the third baseman for the Rockies. I tried to trade for him.
You talking about Ryan McMahon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Rockies didn't come out and say they're not trying to trade him or something like that. I'm not
I
100%
haven't seen
sure.
any about the Rockies at all.
Yeah, but that's something that we have heard about, a potential move to be made. I mean, he's a low-key underrated guy, man. Of course, he plays for the Rockies, so no one really pays attention to him, but he is a very underrated player. My thought is I don't know if they'll do that because
He just signed with them too.
yeah, and also, I mean, Bregman's a free agent this offseason, and the Yankees are already looking at him.
Yeah.
For next offseason, but
yeah, Ryan McMahon would be a long-term solution. You're not gonna like that. That's a long-term solution too. Like he's just signed, 11 million. He's been getting about 11 million a year for like the next 6 years. So I mean, I don't know, but I don't think it's possible. Like Max was saying, I'm not even sure they just offered him a contract. I'm not sure they're going to ship him out.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the contract that he just got.
There's McMahon right there, man. He's having a good year at the plate. Strikeouts concerning a little there, but he would be he definitely would be a upgrade for third. For DJ or Rizzo if DJ shifts to first, takes over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we haven't had I think DJ LeMahieu serves better as a ultra utility guy. Like he's a guy that can play first, second, third. Doesn't play shortstop. But just have him float around to give guys breaks. Like, I don't think he's the everyday player anymore. And, especially with Rizzo struggling, like you put him at first for a couple of days, have Waldo Cabrera play a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or go get yourself an everyday third baseman. That's something that it feels like we haven't had in a long time.
Yeah. And I think Boone came out said Rizzo might be sitting tomorrow as well. So we'll probably see DJ at first again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They might give Rizzo a couple of days off, which they should. I mean, maybe just say, hey, sit down, get your mind right, take some time, rest those legs, do like something's got to, hit the cages.
Like, come on, man, hit the cages, bro. Because it's just, I said this, and I'm Max and Giants for life. I'll ask you the same thing. When's the last time Rizzo hit a ball to the outfield, dude? Like the last couple of at bats, it's ground balls and pop ups to the infield. I'm like, dude, you good?
I'm pretty sure the last time was his last home run.
No, he hit a double in the Giants game. He hit one into the outfield against the Giants.
That was like a bloop double beating it to like the left field side. Like,
yeah,
that was barely.
That's why I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, but besides that, he's struggling, and his Giants team has. I mean, not Giants team. His Yankee team has a lot of holes in it right now, and it's like I said, this series has exposed us. So, but Giants for life. How are you feeling about Luis Hill? You think this a bit his first? I mean, you think it's just another big test for him?
I think it is a big test for him tonight, especially with Glasnow on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's ready for it.
I'm excited for Hill. I'm excited for Hill tonight. I mean, this is the brightest lights right here. Sunday Night Baseball. No one else is playing. It's just you guys. You're going against the Dodgers. You're at home. ESPN is calling the game. Like, this is the biggest, stage for Heel this season.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he goes out there and puts on a show, man. I really do. And I think he will, especially against this lineup. If he goes out there and dominates and gives about 8 strikeouts, how can you not just say this guy's a front runner for the Cy Young at this point?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said yesterday, he could put his stamp on it, with another good outing. He's rose to the occasion against other good pitchers. He outdueled Burns. Scoble as well when he played him, stuff like that. So it's like, he's rose to the occasion, and you know what? We need him right now, because if he goes out and gets shelled, the Yankee universe is already on fire. They're really going to be panicking if we go out and get shelled.
And there's going to be a bunch of overreactions too about Hill if they shell him today. There's going to be a lot of overreactions.
Yeah, well, we expect that. They'll be like, he can't pitch against good teams, forgetting that he beat Baltimore and all these other teams. But that's just fans have a short memory. So
that is true.
And look at that. The one stat that's off the page for me there is the hard hit percentage. People just can't hit them.
Yep.
If they do, it's a weak ground ball. or a week pop up, something like that.
Yep.
This guy's
Oh,
been
yeah.
incredible, man. This guy, it's been a historic season, and I feel like he needs to get talked about more, like especially with the national media. This guy deserves more praise, man.
Absolutely.
You know, everyone's talking about Skubal and Seth Lugo and everybody in the AL instead of Heel. I mean,
Lugo got shelled the other day, though. Lugo gave up 5 the other day.
yeah.
So he got smacked around. But, yeah, Luis Hill needs to be talked about more. And thank you, Minnesota, for that trade. So
Jake Cave for Heel.
Yep. So
one thing before we let you go, New York Giants, tonight, what's one thing you're looking for the Yankees?
I'm looking for us to just drive in some runs, play some small ball for once.
Okay, it's a small ball, a little situational hitting.
We
And
know
then
who's alerts to small ball.
What is I know we just sent Santana down and we called someone up. Would he be able to play tonight since he just got called up?
Yeah. It's so Santana's gone. We DFA'd him.
Yeah.
We brought up Ron Marinaccio. So he's back with the team. He's available tonight. I mean, he should be available tonight. We might need him because the bullpen's been beat up this series. So
I kind of hope we see see what he can do coming back.
Yeah, I think Ron, he had a rocky spring training, but he turned it up when he was up here with us for a little bit until Kaylee, got back. But I think Ron Marinaccio, he's going to give us a good arm in the pen. And man, Santana, thank God he's gone. That's the only thing I have to say about that.
And that's going to give
God.
Weaver more help there too, so we don't have to rely on only him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't forget, we also got that stud in Michael Tonkin, who has been balling.
Dude, he's been balling.
Look, the Yankees know how to fix him. Tonkin stunk with the Mets and the Twins. The Yankees pick him up and was like, we got him. So
and no one's talking about him either.
I was like, yo,
yeah.
Shout out to Tonkin though. That's another thing. Instead of DFA and Tonkin for the 4th time, he made his spot. He got his spot. They DFA'd Santana instead.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me when they picked up Tonkin that was going to be the move, I would have been like, nah, bro. He's only here for a little bit. Like what Drake said, he's here for a good time, not a long time. All right, New York Giants for life. We got another caller backstage, but appreciate you calling in.
I'll see you next week, you two. Have a good rest of your day.
You too, man. Appreciate you. You didn't like that reference, bro? You didn't get the Drake?
They not like us. They not
like wow.
Like us.
You know what? Since that happened, I need to bring on my boy, man. My Drake guy right here. Our guy, Jonathan. My boy. What's up?
What up, dude?
That was good. Can you guys see me? All right, there you go.
Yeah, you looking fresh in the jersey.
All day, every day, bro. Oh, gets a little confusing with the camera, bro. Hey, man.
How you feeling?
It was a good feeling. Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, good, man. Hey, bro. By the way, yesterday, Max, I was just pissed when I was telling you. I'm just not, bro. I was just quiet, man. It killed. I'm pretty sure it killed all of our weekend, right? I mean, but the difference is that Max, I'm pretty sure you have like those Rays fans, right? That how about those Yankees? And you Ace, I'm pretty sure you have those Mets or those Philly fans that give you crap, right?
Yeah, I have Mets in Baltimore. That's what I have around my area.
There you go, Mets in Baltimore. Me, bro, I had to be dealing with these Dodger fans, bro. My cousins, friends, uncles. Yo, what's up with the Yankees? I thought they were for real. But let me tell you something, guys. We played their aces. We played against Yamamoto. We seen their aces. Yamamoto,
Stone pitched well.
Stone pitched well. We're gonna face Stone pitched well, and today we're gonna face Glass. Now we seen 3 of their aces of the top horses, bro. They never even seen Cole. They ain't even seen Rodon or not even Showman, bro. I mean, shout out to Poteet. He did a good job. But, bro, if we have a Dodgers-Yankees in the World Series, I'll tell you this right now, bro. It ain't going to be these results, bro. It ain't going to be these. And we don't got Soto. But shout out to the Dodgers. We give them the credit. They could take their little. We give them a cookie for that. We give them their dubs. It is what it is, bro. But we good, bro. We good. We got this. Man. We got.
I like the energy. I like the enthusiasm on that one. That's right. We good over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you-
tell him,
man.
Jonathan, stop panicking. Stop panicking, guys.
Yeah, there's no source. I think there's no source to panic, bro. But yeah, bro, Rizzo and Grissom. Oh, bro, that it brings the emotions down. Cause I was just telling my girl like, oh, that's an automatic out with Rizzo. That's it, bro. That's like, there's nothing right there, bro. So I was thinking, what you guys think about this? Putting DJ at first and putting Waldo at third, cause like you said, Ace, Waldo was playing good, bro. He was playing out of his mind, and all of a sudden they set him down for the Miami series, and that's it, bro. You just take this guy's energy out.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think the youth itself, gives you, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So the kids go out there and they play well. Got to keep in mind, Oswaldo Cabrera carried us through that Houston series. He was one of the reasons why we won that series, why we were able to sweep them. He carried us early as well. And it just seems like they're doing everything they can to not give him an opportunity. But he needs to play more. And you know how you continue to play more? You make it impossible to get taken out of the lineup. If he comes out today, goes 2 for 3, and let's say he has a bomb on a resume, I don't know how you don't keep playing him.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I like the lineup tonight. I mean, other than the Grisham at 5, but they did what you just said, Jonathan. They put DJ on first, Cabrera's on third, and Boone already said that Rizzo's going to be taking a couple of days off potentially, so we might see this for a couple of games. If they go out there and play well, how can you not just keep rolling with it? Yep.
And let me tell you, cut Grisham and bring up Dominguez already. Like this, look, Stanton's struggling too. That kid, man, he just hit another bomb today.
Yes, he did.
Bro, you got to bring him up. Bring him up. Let him change his number to number 12. That's what he wanted to be. He couldn't do that last year because of IKF. Let him come up. Put him as protection behind Judge. You figure out the other stuff later. You got to DH him. Stanton, you got to get a couple of days off too, because Stanton's struggling as well. Like I'm all for players who are playing well deserve their playing time. Hold these guys accountable, and if you're not playing well, you need to hit the bench for a little while. It's as simple as that. Stop looking at the names and the contracts and saying these guys need to play every day. No, the best players deserve to play. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, man. But I think a lot of fans are like, oh well, if you bring up Dominguez, most of the time he's gonna be benched. And what happens when you bench a player? You could ask Miguel Andujar, you could ask Clint Frazier, you can add all these other guys. It just takes off their momentum, I guess. And I mean, I guess Cash and Boone, they're just waiting till there's like a position available for Dominguez most of the time. I don't think they just want him to be sitting down here and there because, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know that it just sucks the energy out of the player off. But yeah, you're right, Ace. I mean, at this point, yeah, bro, Grissom, get out of here with that, bro. I mean, that guy is. Hey, he makes it look easy in the outfield. He makes it look really smooth in the outfield. But bro, oh my God, when he's up to bat, bro, I just probably go check the news or something. It's gonna be an out for sure or something, man.
What we all pray for is just get a walk. Just don't swing. Just try to get a walk up there. But yeah, like you said, Jonathan, his defense is what's keeping him, playable because he's so smooth out there in the field. And right now, the Yankees have to play him out there until Soto's back, which hopefully it's tomorrow. And they said that Soto will be playing the field. So there's no restrictions for Soto when he's back. God, we just got to get him back in this lineup.
So Soto's going to come back tomorrow?
That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've heard.
We'll see. I believe it when he's out there because they teased us a lot this series. Like you see Soto on the top step, kept taking his warm up off.
Yeah.
Had the bat and he had his shin guard on. I'm like, okay, he's coming up and he's second now. And then all of a sudden, like, nope. But as far as Dominguez, dude, Dominguez is the talent that you gotta find a spot for, in my opinion. If you gotta rotate him with the other guys, have him play center field one day, have him play left, have the other guys sit out a little bit, have Verdugo take a day off, have Stanton sit down, DH Dominguez. There's a way you can find to play him every single day. But it's just about health-wise if he's there yet, because obviously they took him out in the 8th inning and he just wasn't there yet. Are you hearing that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jonathan,
man.
You
is
got
it
us on speaker.
echoing?
You got us on speaker.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you on speaker. My bad, because I had you
Oh,
guys
you good?
connected to my car, but it got off. Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you good. We're hearing an echo on our end.
Oh damn!
That's
All right,
better. That's
all right,
better.
guys. Well, I'm just gonna let you guys know because I don't want you guys to have any issue, man. Hey, Seven, say bye to my friend.
What's good?
Show him the mask.
Sebastian in the house. Yeah.
He
It's
got that
a
dog
dog right
mask.
there
dogs.
for Alex Verdugo.
The dogs
Yeah.
are on the loose. All right, we
Yeah,
gonna win
man.
tonight, Jonathan. We gonna
All right,
bounce back
dude.
and
All
win
right,
tonight.
fellas. I got you guys in the stream, and hey, bro, no matter what, we good, bro. We good. Take it easy. Let LA have their little dubs. If something happens, we got them back in October, bro.
Yes, sir.
If they make it.
Oh, they'll
All
make
right,
it.
yeah. It's
All right, bro.
All right, fellas.
Appreciate you. Peace.
Good luck to you out there with all those Dodger fans too.
Yeah. All right, bro.
Peace. Oh, that's funny. Oh, we got the Real Bill P on your channel.
Shit, thank you, my guy, Real Bill, for that gifted membership. Beastus is the recipient of that one. Appreciate that, Real
Hey.
Bill, for all your support. Thanks, dude.
Appreciate you, Real Bill P in the building. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. We got a lot of y'all in the chat, so I appreciate you guys. Call in. We got a couple more callers. We're gonna be rolling in to about 6:30, so we have time to set up for the game. But if you want to call in, call in. The lines are open. But Fabian's talking about they're talking about 10 days for Soto. I haven't heard that at all, Fabian. Why don't you call in and talk to us about it? Huh?
Yeah, since I got one, I can't leave my guy Max hanging, so I got to go ahead and give one to Max.
Oh, Da Ace doing what he does the very best, and that's popping confetti all over the place. And my guy Will Star,
Who just popped
Back
in,
up.
by the way.
Yeah, appreciate you, Pop. Yeah, you popped in at perfect time, and thank
There
you,
you
Will
go.
Star, and you're back on the squad, my friend.
I'm telling you, those gifted memberships are random, but I think there's a little method to it. I think it's like whoever's active and like it's definitely giving it to a lot of active people because the same people seem to get it over and over. So
yeah, I think it knows if you're like in the chat, it'll pick you first, and someone that's not in the chat. I think.
Yeah.
But you're talking about Stan's been struggling, bro. I had to look it up. He's hitting 250 in June with a 500 slug with a 844 OPS, man. I mean, he's not been terrible.
Not terrible, but not to.
I think he's still. I mean, that's playable. That we need Stan in the lineup.
It's playable. I'm not sitting here saying bench him, but I mean it's playable. But I just see so many times that he's up there and looks like a lumberjack just swinging up there with his eyes closed, and he's very susceptible to the outside pitch. But yeah, I mean, look, Dominguez is on fire right now.
No,
I agree.
agree.
For him to come up here as soon as possible. He's making it impossible for him to stay down there.
I'm just worried. Like Jonathan was saying, I need Dominguez in this lineup every day if he's going to be called up.
Yeah, that's
like
rotate him.
Yeah, I mean, if they can figure out a way to rotate him in every single day, then go ahead and call his ass up. Because I need him in this lineup every day.
Yep.
So I mean, that's my thing. But Ben Rice, like we touched on earlier, he's been crushing the ball. Augustine Ramirez down.
I still think he's away. So he's in double.
Oh, he's a ways away. I know. I'm just saying, but that guy's been killing it.
Next year, I think he comes up full time. I think he'll be in AAA by the end of this year. Spring training next year for a shot to be on the roster next year. But Austin Wells, you better watch your back, dude.
Like, well, Trevino might be gone. So
Trevino will be gone. But yeah, Austin Wells, you better watch your back because, like I said, he might be playing every day. And it's. We got some. That's the thing. We got some young kids that you got to bring them up, but we have to also start getting rid of these bigger contracts. Rizzo might be the first gone out of all the big contracts. No, actually, Glaber and Rizzo probably be gone next year.
Yeah, they're definitely gone. They're gone.
LeMahieu possibly
have
like
to ride
another
it
year.
out.
Yeah, another year. He'll be gone. Stanton's not going anywhere, so we'll see. But like I said, I'm all for bringing Dominguez up, playing him center, playing him. Maybe you give Verdugo a day off, have somebody else go to left. Move the very next day after that, have him DH. Very next day after that, have him right field. Just rotate the guys. You know what I'm saying? If Soto comes back, have him DH. Judge back and right, Dominguez in center. There are ways to do it if they really want to do it. You can get creative.
Oh, Real Bill P doing what he does, and that's popping confetti all over the place. And my guy, Dirty Jesus, back on the squad, man. Thank you. I know. I know. Hey, but that's my guy, Dirty
he also-
Jesus.
He also gave you a 2-month comment.
Yeah. Thank you, man. 2 months. He says for the best play-by-play, tune in to Max and Da Ace. 2 months,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Thank you, bro. Also, another note for Dominguez today. He played 9 innings in center field today.
That's good.
They took him out. They went to extra innings, so they took him out in the 10th. But
that never really
that's good
concerned
news.
me because his nothing wrong with his legs. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's just the arm.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
the arm.
So he could have went out there and played every day. I'm sure he's kept up a good cardio. We've seen him. You know what I'm saying? He looks like, and he's young. You know what I'm saying? Definitely nothing wrong with the legs. Obviously, the arm is the biggest thing. So it's good. I didn't really hold too much stock on him not being able to go out there long term.
I was honestly shocked because in the early part of the season, I was saying I wouldn't even play Dominguez in center field, bro, just to be safe. But his rehab, his progression is light. It was ahead of schedule, and they're playing him in the outfield, man. So if he's out there playing the outfield, there's no restrictions on the guy.
Yep.
He's back. The Martian is back, but not with us yet. But he will be soon.
You know what I was saying yesterday? I was saying it's a shame that Soto can't play first base because you don't have to throw that much at first base. You can go out there, just field some balls, go out there and hit. It's just a weird injury because he's just like, he says that the baseball activities don't really hurt him. So it's like, it's just weird.
Yeah. Chef Nick in the house says, what's up, Max and the Ace? Happy Sunday. Let's kick some ass tonight. We finally got rid of Santana, and Ace is 100% correct on bringing up Dominguez. We got a very good farm. We do. And look at Chef Nick. Look at Dapper in the coat, baby. Look at that in the kitchen.
Chef Nick, I need to know, what's your specialty?
Oh, he can cook it up, man.
I need to know what the best dish is, though. That's what I need to know.
Yeah. Will Star is saying, what's the word on Cole? Cole today went 4 2/3 innings, 2 hits allowed, 1 run, 4 strikeouts.
Yeah.
So he said there's going to be one more rehab start, but he said a minimum of 1. There could be more, but he said there's at least 1 more rehab start for him.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing we're talking about is consistently mid-90s on the fastball is what they were saying. So that goes well. But like I said, it's baseball. Don't expect him to come back, and he might struggle in the first couple of outings just to get his legs back under him, stuff like that. But, the bat's got to pick him up.
I might be lucky because, I'm going to Tampa in July.
No.
No, I might. The way the calendar is falling on the start, 5 days from now is into the rehab.
Cole's going to get shelled that game.
Bro, I might see Cole make his debut.
For those that don't know, Max has, Max, it's out there that you're the jinx, bro.
I don't have a jinx on Cole.
Aaron Judge gavel. You put the gavel away. Judge started going off.
There's no jinx. I made a Juan Soto shirt, and then
he got hurt.
2 days later, he got hurt. I mean, guys, don't listen to Ace. There's no jinx going on here. It's just all superstitions. But yeah, that's kind of. When I told you about the shirt, and I was like, bro, I just realized I made a shirt for Juan Soto, and then he gets hurt 2 days later. Damn. Steve says Dominguez went 4 for 5 today with a monster home run. Yeah, he hit what? I think it was like a 428-foot home run today.
He's good.
He's balling right now.
Got to bring him up. Fabian says you're a jinxer.
I'm not a jinxer, Fabian. You're a jinxer. Call in, Fabian.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Fabian, by the way. Thank you for making me a white guy, by the way. Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if Fabian, he's nice with the designs, but I was like, is that you, Fabian? He's like, no, that's Ace. I'm like, that don't look like Ace, man.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he maybe look fly for a white guy, I guess.
Oh, hey, I see you. So there's a link right there. We'll take a couple more calls. Until then, sorry. I was gonna bring back up the game for tonight. Oh, we got a caller backstage, but it says device not connected, and it's a guy that he's an avid watcher of both of me and Ace, so you better get his stuff fixed. Because there he is. We got D-Rod backstage.
What up, D-Rod?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Did I lose you?
There you are. Yeah.
What's up? How's it going, fellas? Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody in the chat. How's everybody doing?
I heard brown nosing is not for the faint of heart.
D-Rod, man. Good to see you, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Good
Likewise
to see
to you guys. Same thing to you guys. This freaking heat's killing me, man. I'm wiping me out today. You know, you're
Where you
freaking
at?
gas in your car is getting evaporated. You know, over there, 110 degrees. That was crazy.
Where do you live? That is so hot.
I live in Orlando.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's going through what I'm going through.
Yeah, it is nuts here. It is
It's
Uh,
not even fully summertime yet, so get ready.
I know someone hasn't even started yet. That's crazy.
So Ace, today on Discord, I posted. I got in my car. It said 110 degrees in my car.
Mm.
That's how hot it is down here, bro. It's
Mm-mm-mm.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's that's in the shade. That's not if you go out. All right. I have no idea who that is, but thank you for very much.
D-Rod, tonight.
So tell me, here, you know what? Can I start off with, Gleyber Torres?
yours.
You know, we can go back and forth about, I mentioned before, he's a fantastic, great talent, not a winning player. And I think it's obvious to see. He doesn't, you look at him, and I just don't see, if the Yankees win a World Series this year, it'll be in spite of him as opposed to, because of him.
I
That's
swear,
what I
if he
think.
commits if he commits a
Yeah.
huge error in the World Series, I'm gonna go off on his ass.
Yeah, it's just, and again, but the one thing that I'll say, because you can just go back and forth about saying the same thing, he's this, he's that, and then what I've noticed is that more than with Gary Sanchez is that I would say Yankee fans, maybe not after the last couple of days, but before the last few days, it was almost even, where there were some defenders and some people that were for Torres, and of course I wanted him traded. They should have traded him this offseason, and which is his value was the highest in a few years. But so one thing I've noticed that Gary Sanchez, it was maybe like 70-30, 80-20 that fans kind of wanted him out, and I think this is maybe the start of that. But it's his last year, so it doesn't really matter now. I mean, I can't understand how he couldn't. It's his contract year. What motivation do you need, man? You're going to get a nice big ass contract, and you're playing like a bum. I hate to say it, but it's just terrible. I really don't understand what Last year he played well, in my opinion, because the guy, he had Volpe and Peraza nipping at his heels, and he said, and that's why he's not a winning player, because he needs to be motivated that way to play well, in my opinion. But just play well. You don't need. Judge. Nobody's nipping out of his heels, or Soto or anybody else, and they play well every year. That's just my take on that. But I've noticed it was odd that it was very even with the Yankee fans, and I think maybe that's starting to break with Torres.
No, you're right, man. This is the year I thought he was going to come out and just ball out. I thought like he might hit like 285, 25, maybe 30 home runs. That's, the highest. And we all might sit back and be like, damn, how are we going to let Gleyber walk? Right. That was my thought heading into the season, because I just thought he was going to have a big year. But man, it's like he's regressing. Like,
worst contract year ever.
He has the second most errors in the MLB now. The second most. And that's just, the bat's been piss poor. And then you add that into the mix. Like, the guy's losing money every single game, man. I thought for sure he was going to make at least $20 million a year for next season. But now, I don't know if a team is even going to go to 15, maybe 12 for Gleyber Torres.
I was about to say the same. He'll be lucky to get 15.
I think he might get 10, but it just sucks for him, personally. Like, I always try to root for Gleyber Torres, man, because even though we didn't draft him, but it seems like he was here pretty much his whole career. But gosh, man, it just seems like he gets in his head and he just can't get out of his own way, it seems like.
Yeah, which is frustrating because he's very, very talented. You can tell. Like, it's just frustrating. You make the hard plays, and then all of a sudden, the easy ones, like yesterday, just boop. I'm not, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The one that kind of broke the camel's back was the pop-up. Like, I was like, dude, you heard Yankee Stadium erupt when he dropped that pop-up. And then, like, Boone was like, oh, he's the best pop-up guy we have. Like, first and foremost, hold on. How is that even a thing you look at? Oh, he's great with pop-ups. Everyone should be great. Everyone should be able to catch a pop-up. You know what I'm saying? I get what Boone's doing. He always has his team's back, which that's just what Boone is, right? But come on now. This can't happen. This can't happen. Like Glaber and Rizzo is destroying this infield defense. And I mean, I feel bad for Volpe. I feel bad for Cabrera. Cabrera didn't even know how to play third base like every day. He got thrown into the Wolves, and he's been doing great. But Volpe's having a fantastic season once again with the glove. Something's got to change, man. Something's got to change.
All right, my Alexa's screaming at me. But I mean, and look, and with the errors, that's and sometimes you have like the official score and the visiting team, they'll give the guy a hit versus an error for Torres.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can add a couple of more errors to that, in my opinion, for that. That is sort of shaky official scoring. I just and look, Cabrera is playing better defense, in my opinion, than Torres at second. And I've been screaming this for 2 weeks. You have a 3-time Gold Glove player at second base playing third base, right? And then the ironic part is that, to your point, Max, is that on the left side you have a second-year player at shortstop that's doing well, and you have a new guy that they just threw in there that was playing good defense on the left side, and the rookie, sort of the new guys, and on the other side you got Torres that's been there for 5 years, and a freaking, and a great, a veteran at first base, and they're playing like crap. It's kind of like, you would think it would be the opposite.
Yeah, no, because Rizzo is a multi-winning Gold Glove over there on first base. Like it's weird. It's just a weird thing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I think with Rizzo, almost like the same thing that's happened with Stanton the last few years. I think as you get sort of in those mid to I should say early to mid 30s, you start realizing you can't do the same thing you can do when you were 27 5 years ago, and you gotta sort of But the only way that you realize that things aren't working out the way they were is when things don't go so well anymore. Like you go, man, I used to do that real easy. Now I can't. That's why Stanton had to lose 20 pounds and get in better shape and all that stuff and adjust. And I think Rizzo may be going through that now, where he's like, man, I used to do this pretty easy. I used to do these short hops no problem. I used to catch this ball. I used to do this. And now it's not as easy as it used to be. And then on top of that, there's no backup really. So he's been playing almost every day. And I think you add those two things together, you might have what's happening right now. I mean, DJ back now is a big help. And I hopefully, Rizzo can get a few days off, maybe see some, look some tape, and see how we can adjust. And hopefully, give him some time and get going again. But I just think right now he's just beat. I think he's just tired.
Now you could be onto something there. I mean, and that's another good thing that tonight we'll see DJ's on first, Cabrera's on third. So let's see how tonight works.
Well, I mean, honestly, like I said, DJ's got to play second. And I know that's never going to happen. The Yankees will never bench Torres because he's too, emotional and sensitive, and, we don't want to hurt his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, and again, another reason why he's not a winning player, because winning players don't get sensitive and emotional and all these things. You play to win the game, like freaking, what's his name? Herm Edwards. You play to win the game, man. I'm telling you. So that's why, again, they should have got rid of him. But Torres, Gold Glove, 3 Gold Gloves, second base. It's okay. If Cabrera's bat is about the same as Torres, more or less, but his glove is a lot better. So that's the tiebreaker for me, is put him at third, and he's there. You leave him there. He was kicking ass the first 6 weeks. I don't understand why you got to mess all this up.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks because I think we just have to ride out the year with Glaber. He's on a walk year. He's gonna leave. They're talking about if we trade him. Who's gonna try to trade for him? Nobody's gonna want to trade for him. We're going to.
I think people will take him. I think you're not gonna get much back, but I think there's a few teams that'll take him. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's not. It may be the Reds or some team that's sort of like kind of that's in it, and the Yankees might have to pay a couple of bucks in their salary, and maybe they get a couple of prospects, but it's not going to be much. But I think there'll be a few teams interested in maybe the Mariners. I don't know if there's always room, but they got Jorge Polanco, but I think he may be injured. Honestly, I'd take Jorge Polanco right now. That used to play for the Twins. In my opinion, he's not as talented as Torres, but he's always been steady. He plays good defense. He has a decent bat, and that's all you need at second base. You don't need a superstar at second base, especially for the Yankees on that team.
Robert saying the Marlins.
I know you've been quiet lately. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. The Marlins been wanting Glaber for a long time. So,
Right.
Yep. I just don't think so. They're in such a sell mode. Like, I don't even think. I don't know if they would trade for somebody. They just want to trade away everybody. But I don't think picking up Glaber is going to help the Marlins. But
the thing that bothers me, I don't want Torres, because I agree with you. You know, he's here, and you know what's going to get. But if we lose a playoff game, or he does something stupid like this in the playoffs, and we lose because of him, you know, because all it takes is that one stupid play, and maybe it's that one inning, and they score that completely ruins the series, and you lose because of him. And then then we say, okay, good riddance, but we lost the whole year with Soto and everything. We had a good shot. Let's not screw that up because of this knucklehead.
K Zilla says they're not going to sign or trade Torres, so just DFA him and bring up Durbin.
Yeah, we could do that too. Absolutely.
I mean, we got some infield prospects, so we just have to see how they pan out.
We got a deep farm system, man. I think this is one of the best farms we've had in a long time.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that we're sitting here talking about multiple guys that can get up, like Dominguez, Ben Rice, Durbin, you know, a couple of years from now, Augustine Ramirez, like, solid farm, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the thing that you have a Gold Glove guy, it's there. You know, him and Volpe together in the middle of the thing, you know, it's fine. You know, he can play. You know, you play there a few days. I'm not saying don't ever. You know, if Torres is still there, then you play him. He's your backup second baseman or whatever it is. You know, and to say, you know, maybe that lights a fire in his butt to do that. But you know, but then who backs up first? Rizzo at first if DJ's playing second all the time. So then you have that issue too. So I mean, unless you have DJ doing both, but then you risk an injury because he's older. But you know, I just think I'd rather have experience up the middle, right? You want experience, good defense up the middle. You know, that's what I say. You know, you have good catchers. You know, I mean, Torino's usually a good defensive catcher. You want good defense up the middle. So Judge is fine in center. Volpe's kicking butt this year, and shortstop. You know, your weak link is second base, and it's showing. You know, most likely he'll get one of those Bellinger type contracts where it's 1-year contracts with opt outs or something like that. Maybe, you know, just like the pillow contract, what they call it, to get him back to reset the market. Unless he changes, you know, unless he does a 180 now, but the way it's going, most likely, you know, who's going to give him a 5-year deal right now? I mean, I don't see that happening.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me with LeMahieu playing everyday second base, that's a lot of that's more range to cover than on an everyday basis for a guy that's getting older and has foot problems. So, you know, a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah, I know. With third base, it's more reactionary than running.
It's reactionary,
and, you know,
and you don't have as much to cover. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, next year, I mean, we're gonna probably have 3 guys battling out for that second base spot with Peraza, Yorbit Vivas, and Durbin. So it's gonna be fun spring training next year, but we got to figure out what's going on this year. We got to figure out that spot. D-Rod, thanks for calling in, man. We're gonna wrap it up soon. Get ready for the games.
All right, take care. It's good talking to you guys. Take care, guys.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy,
always,
man.
bro.
Good
Appreciate you so much. Yep.
He's like fucking him out.
He was like mic drop. Boom.
Exactly.
Bye. No, but some good calls, man. Some good calls tonight.
Definitely. You guys are the best.
Yep. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone who has called in. Before we head out, Ace, give us some last thoughts about tonight's game. I know that the Dodgers won the series, but what do you think about tonight? What's on your mind?
We got to salvage a win, and it's a big test for Luis Hill. Obviously, all eyes on him, like you had said earlier. Sunday Night Baseball. The bright lights are going to be on you. Let's see if he could. I'm not going to say rise to the occasion because he already has rose to the occasion a lot. Let's see if he can sustain it. The bats need to get going. I'm looking at a guy like Gleyber Torres to step up tonight, big time. I'm looking for Stanton to maybe get a hold of one. Cabrera to get a couple of hits because, you know, this lineup is dangerous when it's clicking. But, you know, we are going, you know, if we end up losing, we are going against a good team, but it's not the end of the world. And hopefully Soto comes back sooner rather than later. Would love to see him in a pinch hit spot tonight. Come up and hit a little walk-off home run. That'd make me feel a lot better. But let's see if the Yankees just salvage a win here tonight.
Yeah, well, they said Soto is feeling a lot better, but I do think they're going to keep him safe and not play him tonight, which sucks. But maybe they will. We'll see. We don't know. But
how tempted would you be? Tie a ball game, bottom of the ninth. You got Grisham up in the 5-hole. How tempted would you be?
At that point, bro, it's like, how can you not at that point? You know, but they're gonna put in Jahmai Jones instead.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all just
No,
gonna be like,
they'll bring Rizzo off the bench. There you go, Rizzo.
oh yeah, true.
Oh, damn it.
Great. Pop up king.
Yep.
Pop up king. Shout out to everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week, and we got a big game 30 minutes from now. So Ace and I, we're both going to be calling the game on our channels. But thank you all for tuning in. And it's always love, peace, chicken grease on Max Coverage TV and on Da Ace Avenue. Let's go, Yankees. We're going to bounce back tonight. Final score prediction, 7-4. Yankees win. The 4 runs won't be on Heel. Heel's only going to give up, I say he'll give up 2 runs, but he's going to be dominant. But they're going to catch him twice. That's my prediction for you. Final score.
Let's go 5-2.
Okay.
5-2. Luis Hill wins. Clay Holmes comes in and shuts it down. Makes it interesting in the ninth, but shuts it down.
Are we going to see cardiac Clay, or are we going to see smooth Clay?
You always see cardiac Clay. You can't. You always see him. You just got to get used to the heart pressure at this point. So
yeah, man, get your Tums ready.
Exactly.
But all right, man. Shout out to everyone. We're out of here. Peace. And as always, go Yankees.